Welcome. So if you watched the last video, you realize we did addition and subtraction of sets. Today we are looking at multiplication of sets. Okay, so remember we said a set is an irrational number that is in what? A root sign. Are you okay? So if you want to multiply a set, let's look at the rules. The rules for multiplying a set. Now, if I have root a set multiplying with its own self is going to give you that particular number in the square root. Now, the reason is that this times this, right? Okay, before we go there, now this time this is going to give you what? Square root of a times a. And a times a is the same as what? Root of a squared. And we know this one will cancel. The final answer is a. Are you getting that? Which means that when a set multiplies its own self, right? Let me do this one, x. You get that same number, x. Okay. So if I have root of a times root of b, then it's going to give me root of ab. Are you okay? Since they are all having roots, right? But if I have a times root b, you realize that this one is not having roots. So this one becomes a root b, right? If I have x times root y, this one becomes x root y. Are you okay? All right. So just like in algebra, when you have 2 times 3, when you have x times y, it becomes what? Xy. The same thing happens here. All right. So a typical example: supposing I have 2 multiplying 3 plus root 2. How do I expand this? This is the same as 2 times 3, that is 6, plus 2 times root 2 will give me 2 root 2. I cannot simplify further, so I leave it as it is, right? Let's look at another typical example. This time, let me make it a bit complex. So this time, I have root 3 minus 1, then I have 2 minus root 3. Okay, and remember this is multiplication of 2 binomials. So this one is root 3 multiplying 2 minus root 3 minus 1 also multiplying 2 minus root 3. So this one becomes now root 3 times 2 is going to give me 2 root 3. Root 3 times root 3 is going to give me 3. Remember, it's negative. Positive times negative is what? You know why this one is 3, right? Remember that we said whenever set multiplies its own self, you get what? The number. Because root 3 times root 3 is root 9, and root 9 is what? 3. Now, minus 1 times 2 will give me minus 2, and then minus 1 times minus 3 will give me plus root 3. Remember, negative is what? Positive, right? So let's group like terms. Now we have 2 root 3. Let me bring this one here, plus root 3. We know minus 2 minus this will give me minus what? 5. So 2 plus root 3 plus root 3. Remember there is 1 here, I told you that. So 2 plus 1, that's going to be 3 root 3 minus 5. Are you okay? Now let's look at another example. Let's look at another example. This time, now this one says simplify. Simplify, I have 1 minus root 3 multiplying 1 on 3 plus root 3. Okay, they said leaving your answer in a form. So after this, they said leaving your answer in a form p plus q root 3. So which means that they are expecting you to leave your answer in this format. So you must definitely get something like root 3 in your expression. So of course, expanding this one, this is the same as 1 multiplying 1 on 3 plus root 3. Then minus root 3 multiplying the same second bracket times root 3. Expanding this one times any number of variables gives me the same thing. So 1 times this will give me 1 on 3. And then this gives me root 3. Minus, remember this is on 1. Always numerator multiplies numerator, denominator multiplies denominator, right? So this time this will give me root 3 on 3, okay? And then plus, remember root 3 times root 3 will give me what? This minus, because minus multiplying positive will give me minus. This minus 3. Don't forget why it's minus 3, because when the root multiplies its own root, you get what? The number, right? This is an expression, so what do? I find the LCM, right? The LCM here is going to give me what? 3. 1 goes into 3, how many times? 3 times. 1 goes into 3, 1. 3 goes into 3, 1, sorry. 1 times 1 is 1. This is a fraction. This is over 1. Every one number is over 1, right? Now, 1 goes into 3 how many times? 3. 3 times root 3 will give me 3, root 3. 3 goes into 3, that is 1. 1 times root 3 is going to give me root 3. Minus 1 goes into 3, 3 times 3 is going to give me 9. So at the end, I have grouping like terms. I have 1 minus 9 plus 3 root 3 minus root 3, all on 3. So at the end, I have, this is going to give me minus 8, right? So minus 8, and this is going to give me plus, minus positive 3 minus 1 will give me 2, so 2 root 3, all on 3. Now this is the same as minus 8 on 3 plus 2 root 3 on 3. Remember the 3 is for both of them. So comparing this one with what they give us, it means our P is going to give us negative 8 on 3, and then our Q is going to give me 2 on 3, because realize this one is the same as 2 on 3 root 3. Since we have the same root 3 at the position of Q, we have 2 on 3. So Q becomes what? 2 on 3. Okay? That's all. One last question. Then we'll close the curtain. We'll go to division of sets. Okay? Let me see. All right, so let's take this last question. Let's take this last question. So I have 4. I have 2 root 3 plus 3. Multiplying 4 root 3 minus root 2. So of course, I expand the bracket since it's binomial expansion. So 4 root 3 minus root 2. The 3 will also multiply the same second bracket, 4 root 3 minus root 2, right? So remember, the number multiplies the number, the root multiplies the root. So 2 times 4 is going to give me what? 8. And then root 3 times root 3 is going to give me 3, right? Remember, root 3 times root 3 is 9. Then root 9 is what? 3. And then minus, so there is 1 here, right? Outside multiplies out, root multiplies root. Don't forget that. So at the end here, I have 2 times negative 1. This is going to give me negative 2 root 2. Plus this times this, 3 times 4 is going to be 12 root 3. You know why I didn't multiply the root? Because it doesn't have root, so we multiply the outside one, right? Now 3 times this is going to give me minus 3 root of what? 2. Okay? So at the end, I'm going to get 8 times 3 is going to give me 24. So 24 minus 2 root 2 plus, this is 12, right? Since they have, okay, let me group like terms. This comes here, so I have minus 3 root 2, then plus 12 root 3. So I have 24 minus 2 root 2 minus 3 root 2. Minus 2 minus 3 will give me minus 5. So I have minus 5 root 2 plus 12 root 3. Can I do anything to this? No, because the roots are different. This is also different, right? I cannot do anything to that. So this is where I end. Alright, so this is where we will close the curtain on this episode. Now watch out for our next one, which we are going to treat division of sets. Thank you very much. Until we meet next time, I'll say goodbye for now.